Thank you so much for choosing and watching Imani Television. This is the #1 TV station that builds your faith in Christ Jesus. Welcome to News Hour. I hope you had a lovely day. Welcome once again to our weekdays news bulletin. This is News Hour. Today being the 8th of August 2023. We have a lot lined up for you tonight. But before we begin, make sure you have hit the subscription button on our YouTube channel, that is at Imani Television, and follow our Facebook page at Imani Television to keep you posted and informed on more spiritual matters. Let's get our top stories tonight.
Kwenda kutuletea sijui poda milk kutoka sijui nchi gani, alafu wanaingiza ukora huko ndani, wanalete hapa, tunaenda hasara, wanakuja wana compete na maziwa ya wakulima wetu. Hiyo mlango tutafunga.
Gharama ya maisha iko juu na hatutaki wakulima waumie. Sababu saizi vile tunaongea, sisi tunataka Kimani Ichung'wah na Steven Kalonzo Musyoka wapunguze hiyo makali yao. Warudi chini, wakae, wafanye mjadala.
Mr. Kome saying that we hired dead bodies to accuse police of brutality. I don't know in which world he lives.
And in most cases, you'll find them struggling with media and getting a lot of information from media. And so, because they are never supported, at the end of the day, they'll find the best thing or the best way to go about is either take drugs.
Na ni seed. Na hii seed wakiiba, wanauza across border hapa Uganda, ambayo ni very expensive. So, hiyo ndio wana target because hii mbegu ndio kitu ambao ni muhimu kuliko the commercial maize.
I wish to take this opportunity to tell fellow Kenyans that as the National Police Service, we have a role to protect life and property. We have a responsibility to ensure this country is secure and safe.
There is no room for expansion. There's no job in the civil service. So where we are going to create jobs is in the private sector.
Alright, welcome to the broadcast. My name is BARASA SAENYI and our sign language interpreter is Phyllis Mirikwa Arunga. Now, President William Ruto has put on notice all cartels in the milk sector, insisting that his administration will do whatever it takes to ensure milk farmers benefit from their farming. Speaking in Nyeri County during the commissioning of the Kenya Cooperative Creameries Modernization Program, Ruto assured milk farmers that they will provide milk coolers to aid milk storage and prevent losses. Let's take a watch.
Ukiwa tunatafuta soko ya kitaifa na tunatafuta soko ya kimataifa, pia tutahakikisha ya kwamba watu ambao wanatafuta kutengeneza pesa ya haraka kwenda kutuletea sijui poda milk kutoka sijui nchi gani, alafu wanaingiza ukora huko ndani, wanalete hapa, tunaenda hasara, wanakuja wana compete na maziwa ya wakulima wetu. Hiyo mlango tutafunga. Kazi ya Dairy Board ni kuchunga haki ya mkulima, sio kuchunga haki ya processors. That is not their business. Their business is to make sure that our farmers are not undermined. Our local production is not undermined. Hiyo poda tunaona inatolewa kwa nchi zingine kupitia milango na madirisha ya nyuma. Hiyo madirisha yote ifungwe na hiyo milango yote ifungwe, ndio wakulima hawa wapate nafuu, tuweze kuendelea. The next 3 years we are going to spend 3 billion shillings in the modernization program of our KCC facilities. Tumekubaliana.
Now, Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi arrived in Kampala, Uganda to participate in the second G25 African Coffee Summit. As for the images that you can see on your screens, the summit, which will be held from 7th to 10th August, is expected to address challenges in the African coffee sector and promote sustainable production by focusing on value addition, The initiative is in line with the African Agenda 2063, which seeks to promote employment, food security, and enhance foreign exchange supply. Let's head to Uganda. From Uganda, we head back to Kenya, where Inspector General of Police Japheth Koome has accused the opposition of hiring dead bodies from the morgues to paint police officers in a bad light. Speaking at the National Police Training College in Kiganjo during the opening of a 6-week senior officers training course, Koome said that the opposition has been hiring dead bodies to accuse the officers of killing them during the protests and demonstrations. He, however, said that the police service will not relent in carrying out its mandate of protecting its people and property, no matter the accusations that come in. Let's watch.
Focus. We are aware of the situation we are in at the moment. A lot of propaganda out there with an intention of demoralizing police officers, intimidating them. Very unfortunate. We've seen in the recent past, and very unfortunate, senior members of the society going to mortuaries, hiring dead bodies. Calling media, telling media that these people are killed by police officers. How low can some of our leaders sink? Anyway, I wish to take this opportunity to tell fellow Kenyans that as the National Police Service, we have a role to protect life and property. We have a responsibility to ensure this country is secure and safe. And that is a mandate we are going to discharge without fear or favor. So the propaganda out there will not discourage us.
And on the same note, Azimio leader Raila Odinga has dismissed claims by the Inspector General of Police Japheth Koome that the opposition, or Azimio la Umoja coalition, hired bodies to implicate police during the protests. Speaking while expressing his disappointment with the IG, Raila said the coalition is still compiling evidence to file a case against those behind the killings during the demonstrations.
Hakuna Mkenya hataki amani. Si hata nyinyi mnataka amani. Itakuwa ni kukosea wananchi heshima.
Now, Azimio la Umoja One Kenya coalition will be getting back to that story from Raila Odinga. Now, the coalition allied together and leaders from Kakamega County have called upon the Wiper Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka and National Assembly Majority Leader Kimani Ichung'wah to stop the grandstanding ahead of Wednesday's bipartisan talks at the Bomas of Kenya. Let's take a watch. All right, we move forward and we'll be getting back to that item. And the government is encouraging Kenyans to take advantage of funds provided through special help funds, which few people take nor form groups to take up the loan. The Welfare Secretary for Small and Medium-Sized Business, Susan Mangeni, has encouraged young people to take advantage of loans from the Youth Welfare Fund to start new businesses or develop existing ones. Let's take a...
The civil service, where it is today, cannot create any job. There is no room for expansion. There's no job in the civil service. So where we are going to create jobs is in the private sector. And how we are going to create jobs is through enterprises.
The more you borrow and you repay regularly, you're building your positive credit score that can give you an access to financing, even to commercial banks. Because if you can be trusted with the lower limits amount, you can equally be trusted with the higher limits amount. It's the question of building trust and introducing a new collateral system that will be focused around your credit score.
We are focusing on ensuring that the message goes to as many youths as possible in Kenya through our officers, not just by them sitting at the office, but also to look what are some of these opportunities the youths can get and where our clients.
And now the Kenya Bureau of Standards and the Kenya Accountants and Secretaries National Examinations Board have launched the innovative Certified Quality Professional Program, an initiative designed to entrench integrated quality assurance at the social core of Kenya's socio-economic growth. As for the images that you can see on your screens, the CQP is expected to meet global benchmarks, making Kenya a pioneer on the world stage. The first of its kind within the region, the Quality Market and Certification Program Competency Framework has around 6 core competencies to lay the foundation of unwavering culture of quality, comprising of quality management systems, quality leadership and ethics, quality planning, risk and opportunity management, quality assurance control, quality performance management and quality improvement.
It represents a concerted effort that embodies the very essence of collaboration, innovation and vision. It is a culmination of the collective wisdom of 2 esteemed institutions, the Kenya Bureau of Standards and the Kenyan Accountants and Secretaries National Examination Board, KASNEB. This program is the result of our shared dedication to empower professionals with the tools to lead our nation toward unmatched levels of quality assurance and industrial competitiveness.
A beacon of hope, a guiding light that leads us towards a new dawn, a future illuminated by the brilliance of shared knowledge, industry prowess, and unmatched quality. It is the tangible manifestation of our shared vision, crafted meticulously and thoughtfully with a singular focus to empower each participant with the skills they need to excel in their professional journey.
Now, among the recommendations of the task force aimed at bringing reforms in the education sector is the inclusion of environmental studies in all schools. However, non-governmental organizations have already begun implementing this recommendation, such as the Back to Society organization, which has initiated a tree planting campaign in primary schools. The organization sponsored the planting of 300 seedlings in Marinda Primary School in Mumias, Kakamega County. This initiative not only aims to create a greener environment, but also promises to involve students in addressing climatic change challenges. The integration of environmental studies into the curriculum is expected to promote environmental awareness and sustainable practices among students.
These students are still in primary school, and when they are growing up, I want them to grow up knowing how to conserve environment, so that when they get to upper classes, when they leave their primary level of education, then the trees that will have been planted by them will grow for prosperity.
Kwa hakika tumeweza kujifunza mambo mengi, tumeweza kuona kwamba jinsi miti inavyopanda, hatukuwa tumejua kwamba kina cha kupanda mti kinatakiwa kiwe kipi, lakini leo hii tumeweza kujifunza.
We are grateful. Our school is going to have trees to conserve the environment. And in fact, we've done as good because part of what you...
All right, and sugarcane farmers in Busia County are finding relief as West Kenya Olepito Company unveils a dedicated machine for spraying specialized fertilizer in the fields. The ranks of sugarcane farmers in Busia County are on a steady rise, with the West Kenya Olepito Sugar Company enrolling over 17,000 farmers. With the introduction of the specialized fertilizer spraying machine, this move is expected to improve the efficiency and effectiveness of fertilizer application in the sugarcane fields, ultimately benefiting the farmers and the West Kenya Olepito Sugar Company.
We have brought in this technology to solve most of our long-term problems in terms of fertilizer management. As management, we have suffered huge losses in terms of fertilizer theft, fertilizer misapplication, and the farmers also on their side, they have been losing a lot, especially the farmers who are not on ground every day. We call them the telephone farmers. They have always lost fertilizer. By introducing this precision application, we want to manage the way fertilizer is being handled moving forward. By this way, we are able to apply fertilizer, just the required quantity for that acre. For example, we are using our default application of 100 kilograms of fertilizer per acre of sugarcane. For this, we are able to calibrate this machine and it delivers consistently over that acre for 100 kilos of fertilizer.
Kwa mtambo nilifundishwa unaweka mbolea kwanza ikuwe mzuri ili hapa pipe hii itoke vizuri. Alafu nimeona hii mtambo ni rahisi sana kuliko ile ya kuweka kwa na mkono.
Nilikuwa nachora tu na mkono ukitembea kwa shamba. Lakini kulingana vile nimeona teknolojia imekuja mpya iko rahisi.
Tumekuwa na hii mtambo ambayo tunafanya calibration na inachukua kiwango fulani kwa ekari moja. Na tumekuja na utaratibu ya kwamba tutapeleka hiyo mbolea hadi kwa shamba la mkulima. Mbolea ikitoka hapa factory kwenda kwa mkulima, itafikia mkulima, itafika kwa shamba. The ideal situation ni kwamba tunataka mbolea ifike kwa shamba, miwa ipate hiyo.
All right, now the Agricultural Development Corporation, that is ADC, a farming establishment in the country, has expressed concern over the rising incidences of seed theft in their farms located here in Trans Nzoia County. According to officials from the organization, this theft has been fueled by the high demand for seeds in the neighboring nation and the high cost of farm inputs that was witnessed in the beginning of the year.
Production area. And we felt we needed to see the programs therein. You know, the president is very keen on matters food security, matters youth employment.
Na ni seed. Na hii seed wakiiba wanauza across border hapa Uganda ambayo ni very expensive. So hiyo ndio wana target because hii mbegu ndio kitu ambao ni muhimu kuliko the commercial maize. Yes. Na saa ingine andika watu wengi kuchunga mahindi kidogo kwa sababu ya wizi ambayo imezidi kiwango. Hiyo ndio shida kubwa. Kwanza wakati wa harvesting ukikuja ni kama unaona sisi na hao weze tunashindana kwa mazao.
Tukitumia technology
wakati wa harvesting ukikuja ni kama unaona sisi na hao weze tunashindana kwa mazao.
Tukitumia technology we are able to tutapata a good time information at a pilferage.
Now let's head back to our previous story about the Azimio coalition, and Azimio leader Raila Odinga has dismissed claims by Inspector General of Police Japhet Koome that the opposition hired bodies to implicate police during the protests. Speaking while expressing his disappointment with the IG, Raila said the coalition is still compiling evidence to file a case against those behind the killings during the demonstrations.
And it is actually very disappointing to see a statement from Inspector General of Police, Mr. Koome, saying that we hired dead bodies to accuse police of brutality. I don't know in which world he lives. Because the bodies we've been burying have bullet wounds on them. And death certificates confirming the cause of death. One whose neck was just chopped off in Sondo. Another one was a victim of arrow attack. So these are real deaths of human beings killed by Mr. Koome's goons, masquerading as police officers.
All right, we're still there at the Azimio la Umoja coalition, and the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya coalition allied leaders from Kakamega County have called upon the Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka and National Assembly Majority Leader Kimani Ichung'wah to stop the grandstanding ahead of the Wednesday bipartisan talks at the Bomas of Kenya. Let's watch.
Hakuna Mkenya hataki amani. Si hata nyinyi mnataka amani. Itakuwa ni kukosea wananchi heshima. Tuende kwa vyombo vya habari tudangaje kwamba tunataka tutuzungumuze jinsi ya kuleta maisha ya watu wetu chini. Haijalishi tumetoka wapi, inajalisha tunaenda wapi.
Gharama ya maisha iko juu na hatutaki wakulima waumie. Sababu saizi vile tunaongea, sisi tunataka Kimani Ichung'wah na Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka wapunguze hiyo makali yao. Warudi chini, wakae, wafanye mjadala, waongee. Tunataka serikali ikubaliane na gharama.
All right. And moving forward, on to other matters. Depression is a main reason leading to teens committing suicide and indulging in drug abuse, especially when there are no counselors to help them deal with what they are going through. This is according to counselors and experts who say that depression is a modern-day killer pill. Speaking during a 3-day summit that brought together counselors from across the country and those from America under the Association of Therapy Kenya, Nairobi, the stakeholders have urged parents and teachers to be keen on the children and also look for counselors whenever the children feel they are distant.
Are not able to understand or explain some of the challenges that they face. So when they are going through problems, play therapy interventions is used. So we use play as a modality to help them solve their problems and their challenges and work through some of the challenges that they are going through.
Our parenting in our African culture, which used to be before, is no longer in Kenya at the moment, and in many other countries, African countries. So you'll find that children are struggling a lot, and in most cases, you'll find them struggling with media and getting a lot of information from media. And so because they are never supported, at the end of the day, they'll find the best thing or the best way to go about is either take drugs, and most of them, when they take drugs, that's the way, find most of them, they take away with their lives.
Parents can try to be reliable. They don't have to be perfect. But also, one of the things that I always say to parents is when your child comes to you with a feeling, instead of telling them don't have it, ask them to just tell you a little bit more about it. And then they use the connection to the parent to...
Now, on to some health matters and health news item. As the world continues to mark the Breastfeeding Week, various organizations dedicated to promoting good nutrition have come together in the Tanga Labui East region to provide food assistance to mothers in order to combat malnutrition. The members emphasize that this initiative will help women obtain the necessary energy for breastfeeding. Furthermore, they advocated for breastfeeding up to 6 months while condemning harmful cultural practices that discourage breastfeeding among women.
Also advocating for breastfeeding, especially during this week, so that we can increase the rates of breastfeeding in the county, and also reduce malnutrition related to exclusive issues to do with exclusive breastfeeding.
Despite the fact that we have a lot of cultural practices which is even affecting exclusive breastfeeding rates, education now is the key, where we are educating mothers. The support group also is assisting them so that at least they can support one another. Even the male involvement also in Baringo County will also make and support even these women to do exclusive breastfeeding.
Ningeomba county yetu ya Baringo pamoja na idara ya afya pamoja na idara zingine zote kama za social services tushikane pamoja tufanye hii kazi ili tuendeleze mambo ya kunyonyesha mtoto. Tunajua ya kwamba mtoto ambaye amenyonyeshwa vizuri ako na nafasi ya kuishi vizuri, ako na nafasi ili aweze kupata magonjwa hivi na pale, na pia inakuwa
right. In order to get more understanding about breastfeeding, make sure you tune in to Health, Hygiene and Wellness next week on Monday at 7:30. Dr. Stewart Wanyama will be there discussing about breastfeeding. Now, living in a modern world requires one to develop modern skills that can solve modern day problems. In a bid to conserve the environment and to create job opportunities for the jobless youth in the country, Peter Kinyua, a former street boy from Free Area, Nakuru County, recycles alcohol glasses and refines them into products that can be used to make furniture and building material products like house ventilators and many more. Peter has called upon other jobless youths in the country to take up the challenge and be creative to survive in the modern world. Let's take a look.
Kwa majina naitwa Peter Kinyua, aka Jabu the Senior, former music producer. I'm a former street boy. Nimesomea sehemu inaitwa Jesus is Lord. Ni kituo ambao kimeishi kuchukua watoto wa street. Niliingia kule nikiwa kijana wa miaka 12 baada ya kukaa street for 7 years. I'm the co-founder of these glass issues here and other businesses that we are doing. Kile ambacho kilinisukuma kufikiria mambo ya glass recycling, nimeangalia watu wanafanya reusing of the glasses, not recycling actually. They do the reuse, they take the bottles, wanaziosha, they go and repack the residue brews, and also wenye wanazichukua they go and burn them to the same product, ile chupa tu. Nikawa nafikiria, the government has been talking about illicit brews. Hizi chupa wenye wanapack the illicit brews, they don't produce chupa. Wanaokota zimekuwa produced na hazijarudi kwa kampuni, zinatupwa. So nikafikiria hii chupa ikifika kwa mkono yangu, I will not make it a bottle, I will turn it to a different product. Ndio nikaanza kufanya experiment kama can it compare with the cement. Nikaanza kuona this kind of something. Our machine, we have done a very special modification. It is able to separate, sababu saa zingine utaweka pale uweke saa zingine karatasi ama uweke mchanga, iko na mchanga kimakosa. What our machine does, iko na uwezo wa kutoa mchanga uende separate na glasses.
Wow, that's awesome, and I hope that for real the youth will take up the challenge and come up with innovative ways of survival in this modern world. Well, that's all we had for you for News Hour tonight. Keep watching Imani Television for more updates, spiritual awakening programs, and gospel music that uplifts your soul. We are glad to invite you to our monthly night vigil that takes place every second Friday of the month. This Friday, 11th August 2023, join us and experience a whole new blessing. The theme for this month's vigil is spiritual warfare from the book of Ephesians 6, from verse 10 to 17. And all are welcome. My name is BARASA SAENYI, and on behalf of our whole production crew, we say thank you for watching News Hour tonight. Our sign language interpreter is Phyllis Mirikwa Arunga. Have a good night.
Welcome to Imani Guest Houses, your perfect home away from home. Our spacious guest rooms are designed to provide you with ultimate comfort and relaxation, complete with hot showers and free Wi-Fi. Enjoy mouth-watering meals served in our charming dining area with friendly staff at your service. Rest assured that your vehicle is safe and secure with our ample on-site parking space. Unwind in the serene outdoor terrace while enjoying the scenic surrounding, and our friendly staff is always on hand to ensure your stay is nothing short of amazing. Located along Webuye Kitale Road opposite St. Joseph's Boys High School and 1 kilometer from the Kitale Airstrip, it is uniquely located at Imani Radio Ministry Campus near the airstrip and highway. Contact us on 0796 035561 or 0713 093354. Book your stay at Imani Guest Houses today and experience the